Hey guys, Six Shooter here. I'm presenting you the North American Arms Guardian in 380 caliber. So let's do our quick safety check on this one. And during this, I'm gonna do some comparisons to the Smith and Wesson Bodyguard in 380. So let's go ahead and do a little quick safety check on that one as well. And all magazines are empty. Um, what about this gun? Let's just go over. Let's get some close-ups on it. One thing about it right off the bat, it is one of the best manufactured 380s I've ever held. All steel, all metal construction, and that trigger right there, see that nice round? When you put your finger in there, you feel like you're shooting an old Browning rifle or something like that, almost like a buck mark with a 22. I mean, it just feels like it was custom made for your finger. Nice curvatures, no flats, and has a really solid feel to it. Here's this side of it. Mine came with two magazines. Here's one with the pinky grip, so it has a nice look to it. And the one thing I liked about it immediately when I was looking at it was, this little curvature back here. It fits the hand really nice, and so if I put my hand in there, I'm able to get my finger in, and plenty of room. I mean, I can grab like that. I can use the pad of my finger on it. Um, just wonderful. Takedown is pretty simple. As a matter of fact, it's one of the easiest things I've ever seen. It's you just push in this button and you just lift, and this just you just pull it back a little bit, and this lifts right off and slides forward. This slide falls in between this groove of the barrel and of this little slot of the frame. Now the barrel is built into the frame, and you can't change the barrel, and the barrel doesn't come popping out. The hammer's back here, and whenever you pull the trigger, the hammer swings back like that. The trigger's a little slightly heavier than the LCP or the Guardian, but it's got a nice, we'll do a safety check one more time. It has a nice feel to it, nice break, and one of the things about this one is the slide doesn't have to go back, so you can do a double fire. If a primer was a little hard, and hopefully you can hit it again a second time. It does not lock when the last round is fired, and it doesn't have a locking mechanism to lock the slide back. And that's kind of a I guess you'd say it's a con, but after I've been shooting enough of these, to me it's a don't care. I put 6 in the magazine. They do sell some with extensions, and you shoot 6, and that's it. Sights are a little for a point and shoot gun. It's I was at the range, and let me try to work on this here. That's what a sight picture would kind of look like. Just kind of some basic small sights, nothing to really write home about. Let's get those in the front. The one thing like I said, I like about it immediately was the feel. It just feels good in the hand. These are kind of a really hardened plastic, but they're kind of rubbery at the same time. And so, but not really too rubbery, but that, and plus this trigger is just amazing. I mean, this thing feels fantastic. And it's heavier. To give you some size comparisons, let's 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 do it like this. Let's take this Guardian and put it up there. It's just a little smaller. And let's do some heights. Height isn't anything to write home about. It's about the same. It's overall it's a little smaller than the Guardian. About the same size of an LCP. I'll put the Guardian in front of it and kind of see like that. But the things are about that are great is I mean, it's just the manufacture. This is one of those pistols you can have for like 100 years and pass on. I mean, it just really is that kind of pistol. It's very, very well made. Um, but the con to it, at least to me, is the problem I'm having with this. And like I said, I don't have a lot of range time on it, but it reminds me of the what I had with the LCP. And I gave a couple of videos on that. Is it's snappy. I mean, this thing is really snappy, and I found that even though this trigger feels and looks so comfortable, is when I would fire. I mean, my finger was getting really starting to get sore. I didn't have that problem with the other pistols, which surprised me because this thing is so much heavier, and that's the only con that I have to it. At the moment. I mean, I was just really sad. I was like, why with a gun that's solid metal, I would assume it would absorb a lot more of the recoil. But I believe that this the slide is being a lot lower because the barrel's built into it. A lot of that is your borax is lower, so you're going to feel a lot more of it coming back. But some people may be used to that. I don't really know. It's really up to you. But I can tell you one thing. I mean, I like shooting the bodyguard. I like shooting the LCP. And but the one thing about the bodyguard is, this trigger, this plastic trigger, it just doesn't feel as good. It's got a nice positive break to it. You know, and the sights are a little taller. But one of the things is if I was shooting this, let's say you were around some people that weren't used to the 380s or pocket pistols, and you hand them this, they'd say, "Oh wow, this feels like a toy gun. It can almost feel like an airsoft gun," which we all know it's not, but you get the idea. And then you hand them this Guardian, and boom, boy, as soon as you pick up and feel it, you're like, yeah, that is a firearm. I mean, this thing feels more like a 92 FS Beretta. It's not heavy. I'm not saying it's heavy, but it's certainly heavier than these polymer frames gun, which makes sense. It's all metal. It's not polymer. But like I said, the pros to it is probably the best made pistol of the 380 class I've ever put in my hand, even above the P238 from SIG. I like the 238 from SIG, but in my opinion, this is better made. This is something that's going to last a long, long time. But right now, it's really snappy for my hand to hold on to. And I think whenever they maybe some aftermarket grips where I can get some padding back here or something like that makes it a little more comfortable, like I did for the LCP. I think that's when this will be a really fantastic firearm. But until that point comes, I'll still shoot it. I'll still enjoy it, but I think I'll still carry the other ones, but just because of that reason. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. If you have any questions, send me a link or email, and I'll be glad to answer them. Have fun. Keep safe shooting.